here.
I need help. I was swept overboard in a storm and found myself washed up in this terrifying land. What happened? I must find my ship. I must find Naanurrel, my father. Are you real or just another spirit? I am Landolvel, first mate on the opulent Gale. My father, Naanurrel, is the ship's captain. We were trapped in a horrible storm. I fell into the churning sea. I was dragged under the waves, blacked out, and awoke nearby in a ship's graveyard. I need to find my father and my ship. When I last saw him, he was at the wheel, clutching his treasured belongings, a locket, a spyglass, and the ship's logbook. Our ship must have run aground. We need to find him. Thank you. I fled from ghosts in Daedra when I came ashore and heard one of them call it Fathoms Drift. I will not leave this place before I track down my father and our ship. Surely he survived the storm. My father has captained the opulent Gale since I was a boy. He built the ship with his own 2 hands. I may never be the captain he'd hoped I'd be, but I'll never forget how alive I felt knowing he was at the wheel. This place? I don't know where we are. There was a storm and a great wave and my father shouting. Yes, he was shouting at the storm. Hermaeus Mora. High elves don't deal with Daedra, but he's known among the sailors as Hermaeus Mora, the Tide King. He carries many names, but he lives deep beneath the waves. Could my father have angered him somehow?
Keep your guard up!
The wrecked ships are ahead. We'll be seeking. Look for my father's belongings. If we find them, we'll likely find him as well. My father treasured this locket. He wore it on every voyage for good luck. He would never leave it behind. But it is marked with the symbol of Hermaeus Mora. I never noticed that before.
I hope I was of some assistance. I take no pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive and they're not. You've met your match.
That's my father's handwriting. And someone else's as well. What does it mean?
Fought well. There are none left to stand against us. And never return, fiend.
Opulent Gale! Is my father there?
Landolvel, my boy! You're alive! I'm so relieved!
Father, is that you? Are you... this ghost?
You brought my son here. I thought I lost him. For that, you have my thanks. I'm Naanurrel, captain of the Opulent Gale. My son's been restored to me. We must complete the pact before this gift is taken back. I watched my son swept overboard. He would drown in the storm. I appealed to a greater power, but didn't complete the ritual. We must finish the task, lest he perish again. You must sacrifice 3 tokens from my past. Logbook, spyglass, and locket at the unquenchable brazier near the entrance to the sea caves to seal the pact. Do this for us. You brought my son here. I thought I lost him. For that, you have my thanks. I'm Naanurrel, captain of the Opulent Gale.
I am alive. All this time. All this time, I had been searching for my father. He can't be dead. He's faced the jaws of a sea serpent and lived. We were caught in a powerful storm, and the sky shone a sickening hue. I had my sea legs, but the incessant waves drove me to my knees. I heard my father shouting. I heard him yelling. At me, at the crew. A huge wave struck the ship and I fell into the churning sea. Oh, I can still taste the salt water. My lungs felt so heavy. I was choking on it. But if I drowned, then how did I awaken here? What happened to the rest of the crew? What became of my father? Why was I spared? All this time, I had been searching for my father. He can't be dead. The Daedric Prince has many faces and is known by many names. To the Khajiit, Hamora. Herma Mora to the Mer. Among seafarers, he is called Hermas Mora, he who resides in the darkest depths. I am not superstitious, but my father, on the other hand, would mutter some prayers into his locket each time we set sail. Among seasoned sailors, Hermas Mora is both a blessing and a warning. Speak his name with dignity, and one may cross the most vicious seas with little more than slightly damp boots. Ignore him, and you risk his wrath.
Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
I recognize this. Father's spyglass. But its lens is cracked and useless. I remember. The cold waves dragging me down, and my father... dead. God, this is a lot to grapple with.
Together. There are none left to stand against us. I can't wait to explore this place.
My
I know.
father traded his life for mine.
Let me tell you all, my friend. Then you can cast the items into the flames and complete my pact. I will tell you everything. Of my relationship to the Daedric Prince, and what I did to save my son. The pact was with Hermas Mora, who sleeps with his secrets in the depths. I have learned an incantation to entreat with him from an ancient sailor, and inscribed the summoning into my logbook. When I saw my child swept away in the storm, I knew he would perish, and I invoked the pact. Hermas Mora heard my prayers and answered. At a cost. My son was saved, but I am fated to serve as Hermas Mora's guide in this land of lost souls. You must burn the relics of my past, so I exist only in memory. Sacrifice the spyglass, logbook, and locket in the brazier. These items represent my past. Place them in the sacred flame to finalize my pact and seal my fate. Should Hermas Mora rescind his offer, Landolvel will perish. With this glass, I beheld Hermes Mora rising from the sea in response to my evocation. It nearly shattered my mind, so horrid was his visage. The book invokes the pact I made. I transcribed the spell into it. When I spoke the words aloud, Hermes Mora's writing appeared beneath it, agreeing to the deal. Burning the book and the other items finalizes my agreement. Unless it is fed to the brazier, there is still a chance Hermes Mora would return my son to the depths and let him drown. Ah, that is a treasured totem of my past life, of my lovely wife and devoted son. It is marked by the hand of Hermes Mora when he agreed to spare my son's life. You've heard what I have to say. Now place the sacrifices into the flame.
My head is spinning. My father is dead. A ghost trapped to this land. There must be some way to free him. The logbook. Why didn't it burn? I don't understand. How is this possible? Hermes Mora has changed the bargain. It now reads, "Let Naanurrel, or the memory of him, become my guide for the drowned dead." The words, "or the memory of him," are new. What does this mean? You mean to suggest Hermes Mora wants me to forget my own father? Forget our time together? Surely I would never... No, I will do it. If it means my father will return to the mortal plane, I will do whatever it takes. Hermes Mora will trade my memories for my father's life. I would forget him, but he would live. Yes. Give me the book.
I would rather perish than let my son forget me. Let me seal the pact. It seems my fate is now in your hands. Whatever this new bargain is, I beg you, do not let my son accept it. I'm unsure how you came to help my son, but I'm indebted to you, stranger. Give me the book, so I may finish this. I made my choice the moment my son was swept overboard. Hermes Mora honored his side of the deal. I will honor mine. And I should have a son forget his father? I would rather perish, literally. Let me honor the original promise I made. My son is stubborn, but he offers too much. Give me the logbook. My son is disappointed, but you respected my wishes, and for that, I am in your debt. Let me offer some small reward for your aid. And know that, should you find yourself in these lands again, my spirit will always be with you. Hear me, Hermes Mora, my liege. Seal our pact for eternity. We rebuke your other offer.
My father... gone. I have no words. I am grateful for your assistance, traveler. Please, leave me with my grief. Would this have gone differently? Had I never requested your aid? I'm sorry. Leave me to my thoughts, and to my memories. To be honest, I'm not sure. I suppose you're right. Still, I am left to mourn a loss that did not have to be. At least I will still remember him. I should thank you for helping me find out what happened to him. And to me. Would this have gone differently? Had I never requested your aid? I'm sorry.